Ava had always been drawn to the old mirror in her grandmother's attic. Its ornate silver frame was tarnished, and the glass had grown cloudy with age. Yet, whenever Ava stood before it, she saw more than just her reflection. There was something behind the glass, a whisper of something familiar but unreachable. One evening, after her grandmother had passed, Ava found herself alone in the attic. The house felt hollow, memories echoing through the walls. Drawn again to the mirror, she placed her hand on its cool surface, and the air around her seemed to thicken. Her reflection wavered. Suddenly, the glass rippled, and Ava's reflection moved on its own. It smiled, a smile she hadn't worn in years. The reflection spoke, but not with her voice. "Do you remember, Ava?" it asked softly. Ava recoiled. "Remember what?" The reflection's eyes softened. "Before you lost yourself to the world's demands, you were more. You had dreams of art, of wandering, of life unbound by expectation. But you've forgotten." Ava's heart raced. She had forgotten. She'd traded her passions for practicality, her spontaneity for security. The reflection extended its hand toward her. "It's not too late. The world outside this mirror will still be there, but here is where you can find the pieces of you that you've lost." Tears filled Ava's eyes. For the first time in years, she felt the weight of what she'd given up. She touched the reflection's hand, and the mirror grew warm beneath her fingers. In that moment, Ava realized that the mirror was not just a window to her past, but a doorway to the future she could still reclaim. With a deep breath, she stepped through. On the other side, Ava found herself in a vast world reflecting her forgotten dreams. Rolling fields stretched before her, bathed in golden light, while vivid skies swirled like brushstrokes. Scattered around were easels, unfinished books, and maps of places she had once longed to visit. Her reflection, now an ethereal guide, walked beside her, pointing to paths filled with light, art, and adventure, each representing a part of her lost self. As they walked, Ava's heart lightened. She paused at one path glowing with memories of her artistic life. With a deep breath, she picked up a paintbrush and began painting in the air, her joy returning as her reflection watched in silent encouragement. For the first time in years, Ava felt whole. The mirror in the attic faded away, leaving an empty room, but in this dreamlike world, Ava stood tall and confident. With one last glance at her reflection, she walked toward the horizon, reclaiming her true self.